Hi, everybody. Come on in. Welcome to our training for today. I am so excited to share behind the scenes of an amazing launch that we just had just a week ago. And I decided to do this free training because so many people have been asking me, how in the world did you go from a workshop idea to 50 students and 5K in revenue in 8 days? Well, I'm so excited because this is an amazing time to be a digital creator. I actually dreamt about launching my business for 6 years before I finally did in 2020. And when I think about the journey that it has been from 6 years of imposter syndrome and fear and all of the things holding me back, and then the last 6+ years of actually launching and building my business, so much has changed since 2020. And let me tell you, it is an amazing time because we have access to so many tools right now that make launching offers, creating offers, and delivering amazing experiences so much easier. And I cannot wait to share all of the tips with you today. I just want you to know that whether you are aspiring to create your first offer, or if you already have a business that you're working to scale, everything I teach you today is going to be so helpful. So let me tell you a little bit about the backstory so you know exactly why I'm doing this training and what I'm going to be sharing today. This is a behind the scenes look. This is not a step-by-step watch 70 slides with an offer at the end. This is literally just raw, real, me sharing exactly what I did and giving you the resources so that you can do it too. So who's excited? I love it. Let me go ahead and share an image some of you may have already seen that just kind of outlines what happened and exactly why I feel it is an amazing time to be a creator today. So, for the first 6 years in my business, I've launched multiple offers. My very first offer was in 2020. It was a program called the Digital Clutter Cure. I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew that I wanted to be a digital entrepreneur. And so I left a corporate job cold turkey March 2nd of 2020 and launched a business, still at that moment, not knowing exactly what course I was going to create, how I was going to sell it, how I was going to find my audience. In 6 weeks, I did a free 5-day challenge, created a program called the Digital Clutter Cure, and sold it to 95 students and earned my first 10K in 6 weeks. Now, to do that, it was a completely different process than it is today. And so, after spending the last 6 years, not only launching offers for myself and building a business I'm so proud of and so grateful for, I am so excited about the people I have helped do the same. And so that really is my mission, is helping other people launch offers that create a new business strategy for them, that create a purpose-filled life. And so that's what we're here for today. And let me just tell you, the process is totally different thanks to the AI era we are living in. It's also changed because of the tools that are available today. And so the two tools that made this launch possible for me are Claude and Kajabi. And so I will be talking about these two tools, and I'm going to share with you exactly what happened. Literally May 9th of 2026, I woke up with an idea. How many of you have a gazillion ideas in your head and you struggle sometimes to formulate what you want to accomplish or how to accomplish it? Well, after 6 years of doing this again and again, I'm now having access to tools like Claude, which is currently my favorite AI tool. I woke up that Saturday morning and I was like, I want to do a workshop on Claude. I need to be teaching people how I use Claude every single day to improve the messaging in my funnels, to improve the delivery of my content inside my programs, how I'm using Claude to create content and repurpose content. And I was like, what is the real goal of what I need? Well, I have a couple things that we do here at Launch with Lydia that I want to get more awareness of, right? So many of you are already in our programs, but if you're not, doing a live paid workshop like this is a great way to bring awareness to what you offer. And so I created a workshop specifically because I want to teach this skill to my current students and members, but I also wanted this workshop to attract people through a door, which was through Claude Learning AI, to do what? To learn more about me and how I help digital entrepreneurs, to learn more about the tool that I recommend to people, Kajabi, to learn more about my membership, Ignite. And a paid workshop is an amazing offer that does this. But there's a lot of nuances you need to understand to create a super juicy title and content that is relevant to your audience today. So for me, even though I teach Kajabi and launch strategy and building a successful online business as an online business mentor, I also teach AI strategies, and that is a hot topic right now. And Claude is a hot topic right now. So I just want you to understand how I kind of thought through the strategy of what I wanted to teach to bring awareness. Sure, it absolutely is an offer that I can sell again and again and again, even as is, but it has a bigger overall picture and structure. And it's to support everything we do here at Launch with Lydia. All right. So here I am, May 9th. And I'm like, I have this workshop idea. What should I do? So back in the day, launching a paid workshop first time round would have taken me probably 6 weeks. As you get better and you get more experience, then you probably could do it in about 2. Well, I did it in a weekend. And so how did I do it in a weekend? I used Claude and some very specific prompts that I am going to give you as a gift today. And so the prompts that I use in Claude helped me create a 37-page launch plan with every piece of messaging, copy, deliverables, content that I needed in my voice with what I wanted to teach, 37-page document. And I literally handed it to my team Monday morning at 10 a.m. I was on that call for 10 minutes. They had no idea I was doing this workshop because I just thought it up on Saturday. And I woke up and I said, we're doing a paid workshop. It's literally live in 1 week. This document will tell you everything you need to know to create the sales page, the email copy, the social posts, everything. Now, I know how to do all of that. And I did all of that for my business by myself for many years. But now I have a team and now I can literally hand that off. So no matter where you are in the journey, this will work for you. You can literally have Claude create this document for yourself or for your team. I left that meeting after 10 minutes. And by Monday night, my team had all of the assets created. Tuesday morning, I woke up, wrote an email to invite everyone on my list to join me in my new workshop. By the following Monday, so this is 1 week from my team meeting to delivery, that following Monday, I had 50 students registered, earned 5K, and delivered that workshop live. Soon as it was over, I edited it, repackaged it as a replay, built it into a course product in Kajabi, and since then have sold 10 more seats because now it is available on Evergreen for anyone to buy at any time. This is literally a $97 offer that I can sell again and again and again. More importantly, though, it leads to my entire ecosystem of Launch with Lydia, everything that we do inside. And people can literally pick and choose what their next steps are based on their need. Not a hard sell. It's not a webinar launch. It's literally a paid workshop where you give so much amazing content in those 2 hours. Many of you on here right now were on that workshop. Let everybody know, was those 2 hours valuable to your life? We gave so many resources in that paid workshop. People took action. They're already getting results. I mean, it was an amazing experience. And so think about this. So for a minute, to be able to do that from idea to revenue to delivery to an evergreen offer I can sell again and again, that naturally leads to everything we do at Launch with Lydia, it is going to pay me back tenfold. And so that is what I'm teaching you in this free training today. I want you to understand my process and I want you to understand my tools. And I wanted you to make some decisions today of what you will need to do the same thing for yourself, no matter where you are in the journey. Now, will it take you 8 days? No, not if this is your very first paid workshop. You're going to need to figure a few more things out, learn a few more things along the way, but I want you to see the vision of where you're going. So I love this image, which I actually used a tool called Notebook LM to create this infographic. It is also the tool I use to create every slide in the workshop I delivered. So I'm not going to go over Notebook LM today, but if you check out my YouTube channel, I have a free training on there. I have a full complete Notebook LM training in lots of my programs, but just go to google.notebooklm.com and you'll be able to make amazing infographics like this. But this really is the visual of how I created this launch. Instead of 3 to 6 months for a launch, I had one day to brainstorm. It created everything I needed, 8 days from literal idea to live workshop, and now an offer I can sell again and again. Who is excited to learn this? Who can just envision the feeling of being able to have an idea and bring it to delivery in a short amount of time? It is the tools that I'm teaching you today that are going to make that happen. And then the knowledge that I'm also sharing, the structure, it will just improve over time. Hang with us here at Launch with Lydia. We will continue to help and support you in this journey. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen. This is the freebie that you're going to get from me. This free guide is going to literally walk you through the prompts I use, the tools I use. But let me go ahead and show you what the actual thing is I produced in this 8-day launch. So this is the launch plan that Claude created for me with the prompts I just gave you. AI Confident Creator Workshop. Tuesday was the official start of that launch. That was when the sales page went live. And now we have an entire plan for promoting that workshop through June 2nd. So that's the launch period. And these are all of the things that it created for me in this 37-page document. And again, you're going to have it build the deliverables that you need. So we use Pinterest. So I wanted a pin strategy. We post on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So I wanted that. And then I also have a podcast. My podcast is called Your Online Business Mentor. Follow us, leave a review, be so appreciative. But I wanted to create a dynamic ad, a little blurb about my workshop at the front of all of my podcast episodes. It helped me write the script for that dynamic ad. And then I wanted to be able to give the entire document to my online business manager who was going to divvy up the work and get it done. So look at this. It literally created this entire structure, all of the overviews, all of the logistics, what the pricing was going to be, all of the emails written, all of the Instagram content, Facebook, Pinterest, my podcast ad, and the checklist for my OBM. So this is the workshop that I sold live, and this is the copy that Claude helped me come up with. Now, if you're new to Launch with Lydia, you may not know that we've been showing people how to move from ChatGPT to Claude, not because ChatGPT is awful or bad. If you're still using ChatGPT, you can actually use the prompts I give you today in that or Perplexity or any tool of your choice. But I have a lot of tutorials on my blog and my YouTube channel on why I moved from ChatGPT to Claude and why I feel like for now it is the tool of choice. So Claude built all of the copy on this page. And this is actually a sales page template from our Kajabi template shop. So we have 4 collections that we offer. I'll go ahead and just put the link to that in the chat. But if you're watching this on replay, everything that we share today will be below the video. But this is the link for you if you want to check that out. This is our Amelia collection. And this is the sales page from our website sales page template package. And I literally went into Claude, shared a link to the page and said, I want to build it in this template. And I want you to help me write the copy for each and every section of the template. It wrote every piece of copy to hand to my team to build this page. Now, obviously, the more skilled you are at building landing pages and the tools you use is going to make a big difference. My team does all of our design, but here's what I want you to hear. This training that I'm doing today, it is going to empower you in a way you have not maybe had in the past, but it is also going to be outdated almost within minutes of this recording happening. And let me tell you why. What we used to build this page, that process is changing by the nanosecond. And so what I love about Kajabi is they are very, very in tune with AI and how to utilize it for people who use AI within the Kajabi platform. So what I am teaching you right now, I'm just telling you right now, in about a month to 2 months, I can almost guarantee you the way you create pages is going to actually change significantly. We are going to have access to an MCP inside Kajabi. An MCP is huge, and it basically allows us to use tools like ChatGPT and Claude within the Kajabi back office. So it's not just using Claude to brainstorm copy. It literally can be used to say, now go build the sales page. So that is happening. It's happening right now. Many of us are testing it. Many of us are doing things to make this process happen. And so I'm just sharing this because you have to stay connected to people that are up on the changes, because changes are happening so fast. All right. And you need a tool that is up with these changes, ones that are going to help you build faster, build easier without having so much back end to learn. And so I just wanted to show you, though, like the pages we create in Kajabi, they are gorgeous. We offer templates to make them look amazing. I don't want a generic sales page. I just don't. And so I want to use AI to build faster, but I want it in my design. And that is all happening. So I just want you to know, while things are changing, it's an exciting time. So after people bought this workshop, Kajabi also allowed us to make a thank you page. And look at our fun thank you page. We add confetti to ours. And so this is something I can create in Kajabi in nanoseconds at this point. We've made so many thank you pages like this. And so people get our workshop, they get a thank you page, all that happens. Actually, let me show you one more thing that it gives us is, of course, the checkout page. So in order to be able to create, sell, and deliver digital offers, you have to have a tool that handles the payments, that handles the checkout process, that handles passwords and logins, and a library where they can access the replay, things like this. All of this happens for us inside Kajabi. I never, ever am building in Claude and it says, well, you need XYZ. And then I go, oh, shoot, I don't have a tool that does that. I don't have a tool that sends emails. I don't have a tool that'll build a checkout page. Kajabi is everything. It builds everything I need in one platform. I'm not piecing together 14 tools. I have a platform that will allow me to build, sell, and deliver any offer I want to create. So I love Kajabi for this reason. So this is the very simple checkout page we made. We have even more robust checkout pages, but we were moving and grooving. I believe in done is better than perfect. And let's get it out there. Let's get it sold. Let's validate that it's an offer that makes sense. And then you can always come back here and tweak and improve. Okay. So it was checkout page. Then they went to the thank you page, which you just saw. And then it also delivered all of our emails. So in order to be able to sell a paid workshop, you have to have an email service provider. We use Kajabi for emails too. I don't have to pay for another email service provider. So when we do paid workshops, live workshops, challenges, things like that, one of the cool features inside Kajabi is something called event emails. I love event emails for one main reason. It organizes all of the emails you need for a particular launch in one place. And it's all based on the actual date of a live event or a specific date and time. So 2 p.m. on May 18th, we had this live workshop. And right here in Kajabi, I was able to create an email that went out as soon as someone purchased. And it was like, woohoo, you're officially in. Join us here on Zoom. Here's a link to save it on your calendar. Here's how we're going to give you access to the replay. Here's what you're going to walk away with. So that was built. Then we send out 24-hour reminder and a 1-hour reminder. So again, all of this is built in here in event emails. It's just ready to go. I'm sharing resources on how to move from ChatGPT to Claude, which, by the way, that training is on my blog. Just go to launchwithlydia.com/blog and put in Claude and you will totally find this video. But this is how easy it is for me to do a paid workshop, because I have this event created with a registration email, 24-hour before reminder, a 1-hour before reminder. Do you know that I can so easily duplicate this for any email or any event, any paid workshop from this point forward? That's what I love about this. So you literally go to events, everything is duplicatable in Kajabi. So here we go. I came over here, I hit duplicate, and guess what it did? It created all the emails I would need for this training. Here it is, 8 days to 5K, how I use Claude in Kajabi. Well, look at this, at time of registration. It sent you all a little email, you're in, here's how to get on the Zoom. So I want you to know that when you have a tool that gives you everything you need, it's a repeatable process that you can use to sell offers So the final step after this was live is now how do we package this up so that it becomes an evergreen offer, something that we can sell again and again. So you'll notice on the sales page right now, the buttons say get instant access. Well, it didn't say that originally. Originally, it said join the live training or save your seat or something like that. So that's what I love. I just come in here, edit the verbiage on some of the buttons. Now, instead of it going to the live, now it actually delivers the product. So let me show you how this looks inside Kajabi. I have created literally 57 different products inside Kajabi, all different things that we sell, from courses to our templates to our membership. We have so many different things in here, and you don't need all of these things to build a successful business, but I have a lot of ideas and a lot of things that I like to create and launch. And one of those things is that workshop that we just did. So here we are, 60 seats sold. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to show you what it looks like in Kajabi. So this is the product build. This is called your outline for courses. We also have access to a coaching product, communities, podcasts, newsletters, downloads. All of this can be shared and sold inside Kajabi. And what I love, look how simple this is. I created one module, which is the name of the workshop. I created 3 lessons, and inside each and every one of these lessons, right here is the replay. Right here is everything I shared with them. Here's all of the downloads and the bonuses. And let me show you what it looks like from their view. This was created in probably 45 minutes, this entire thing right here, because I had the replay. All I needed to do was use Claude to write the summaries. I needed to upload a few files. I needed to upload the video replay. You see it's right here. And so this is it. This is literally deliverable and now goes out automatically as soon as someone buys my workshop. Amazing, right? I mean, we've got the training. I've got the bonuses. I even have a next step in here where they can get access to my Ignite membership, even make their $97 back. All of this built in Kajabi. All of this built in 8 days. So the template I used, Christine, for this was my Amelia template. If you go to our shop page, you'll see 4 collections and a variety of packages, but it was package 1, Amelia, is where you'll find that sales page template. Exactly, Kelly. Equivalent of Henry Ford's moving assembly line. It's a revolutionary change. And this is why I'm so excited to be a content course creator right now. Because again, once you have the foundation built, it is duplicatable. And it's why investing time into learning the tools, learning your processes, gaining the confidence and getting comfortable, this all happens over time. Okay. The fact that I know I can go live in a minute and I can deliver a live workshop and that I can create 88 slides for a workshop in an hour and a half with Notebook LM, this all comes over time. But start the process and trust the process and just do it again and again. It's amazing what happens over time. Okay. I love it. And thank you all so much. Everybody that's commenting about our AI workshop. I see a lot of these comments. This is awesome. All right. So now let me just break down now the prompts that I used in Claude. If you're new to Claude, there might be a few things that you want to go ahead and learn and take advantage of, like I said, from my blog. So if you do not have Claude yet, you're definitely going to want to get a free account to get started. Claude.ai is the link. You can also download the application to your computer by going to claude.ai/download. So I do often access Claude from the application. So you see I have Claude right here on my toolbar. That is super important. I definitely access it most often that way. But a lot of times when I'm sharing on lives like this, I just use it in my browser. So we're not constantly opening different applications. But this is Claude right here. And one of the things I teach in the AI workshop is your foundational structure, how to create the right projects in Claude, how to create the right documentation to install in the memory of your projects so that Claude writes as you, through your voice, with your audience, with your goals in mind. And so all of that is taught in my AI workshop. I'm not going to obviously cover that today. The freebie that I'm going to be giving you, the link to my workshop is in that freebie. So if you are interested in getting your foundation built with Claude, I highly recommend grabbing that $97 workshop 100%. But this is the structure. Okay. And so remember, my goal for this workshop was to make people aware of what we offer here at Launch with Lydia. So I chose one of these projects and just started prompting it with my goals and different things. So I'm going to show you the plan that you're going to be getting here today. And so the prompts have a 4-step formula. And these 4 things are literally my process for almost everything I do in Claude. And you're going to be so excited because I've given you the formulas and exact things to copy and paste. So you don't have to take notes. You don't have to take screenshots. I will be giving you all of this before we hop off today. If you happen to be watching this on YouTube or somewhere else, the link to get this prompt guide is below this video. All right. So here we go. The very first step was literally like, here's what I want to do. And here's my goal. I gave it everything. Now I will share one little tip. I've shared this in all my AI trainings. All my students already know this, but speaking into your tools is so much better than typing into them. I 100% recommend talking to your tool. And when I say that, here's what I mean. Instead of just coming in here and typing what I want for Claude, I can use the microphone here to record. I can also press my caps lock. And notice when I hit caps lock, it's actually speaking to Claude. And when I let go, it will transcribe what's in there. But there are ways that you can actually speak into your tools. ChatGPT also has this, others do as well. But I have found a different tool that has sped up the process tremendously. Many of you have probably heard of these tools. I'm going to share 2 options with you today. The first one that I'm sharing with you is WhisperFlow. And how many of you have heard of WhisperFlow? WhisperFlow is a kind of talk to transcription tool that takes everything you're saying, transcribes it in a second. And now you can speak not just into your AI tools, you can use it to write an email. You can use it to literally do anything while you're online from your phone, from your computer. It just makes everything faster. I'll show you how it works here in a minute. Now, WhisperFlow is $12 to $15 a month, depending on what plan you have. So I kind of went on a search to find a one-time subscription option. Sometimes it's just a nice option. You pay for it once, then you always have it. And that tool is called blip.ai. And there is an AppSumo deal. This is a partner link, $59 right now. Prices change, so I can't promise it will always be this, but $59 one-time pay, and it's yours for life. It gives you 200,000 words a month. I use this constantly. I don't ever even get near that. So I just picked tier 1 and I'm going to show you how it works. It's so cool. So anytime I'm talking into my AI tools, or even when I'm writing an email, I'm using the function key on my keyboard here on my Mac. It'll work on Windows too. But if I want to tell Claude something, I might say something like, help me create a launch plan for my upcoming paid workshop. So I literally just held down the function key, spoke words, and look what it did. So I let go of the function key when I was done talking, and now it's typed out my words. So I love that I don't have to like formulate what I want to say. I don't have to worry about grammar and punctuation. I'm just speaking into the tool, raw, real, messy me. And I love that it formulates what it needs. Now, I will tell you, Blip AI obviously is an AI tool. So one of the things it does sometimes is it will actually change what I've said and will give me the answer I'm looking for. But often I don't want Blip AI to answer. I want Claude to answer. So when you open the Blip AI tool, I just want you to see something. So sometimes when I'm doing something, like I have said all of this and Blip AI formulates it into a structure. Well, I just come in here and you can say undo AI edit, and then it gives you your actual transcription. So I just want to mention that. It often will answer for you, but a lot of times I just want to use it as a transcriber. And I wanted to say what I've said here. But that little tip is going to improve your AI responses and your AI output. So start using a microphone or start using a transcription tool like Blip AI or WhisperFlow. You're going to get better results. All right. So here we go. I said all of this into Claude. This was it. And again, this prompt is going to help you because sometimes you don't give Claude the information it needs to produce what you want. And I wanted a launch plan. I wanted everything I needed for this launch given to me in a beautiful Google document that I could send to my team. And this is what I did. So I told it exactly what I wanted to do. And it wasn't all formulated at this point. So this is a process. And so here we go. I went through it. I gave it all the facts. I told it what I wanted, what I didn't want. And notice, what clarifying questions do you have before we move forward? I want Claude to prompt me for clarity. It's one of my favorite things about Claude, the way it prompts you with these beautiful polled questions. And it's like, okay, before I move forward, do you want to do A, B, C, or D, which is blank? And you get to say what D option is, which is other. I love that about Claude, because I can easily go, oh, I really actually want A. Oh no, I'm looking for C. Or I just literally go to D and talk and say, no, actually, I want a combo of A and B. It's the best. Okay. So love that. But that's really the output request. So once Claude understands your strategy, you have to then tell it what you need. So what are we building? So as a launch strategist, obviously I know all of the pieces of what is needed in a sales funnel. So I told it what I needed. Well, I've given you a perfect little prompt right here that you can use. Those in my Countdown to Launch program literally have access to a full training on this. Those are my Ignite membership. We talk about launch strategy all the time and what you need to sell offers like this. But you just need to tell Claude, what do you need? Like, I need a sales page. I need my delivery email. I need emails that promote this workshop. I need the confirmation page copy. I need the checkout page copy. Whatever it is you need to put in here. Okay. And then again, be very specific. Who's using it? This right here. Like, are you building all of this? Is your team building all of this? And then Formula 3 is the refinement. What do you need to tell Claude? What needs to be fixed? And this is why my Saturday brainstorm, I would say, probably took maybe about 2.5 hours, because this refinement process is not just refining Claude's copy to me. It's me refining my goals, what I want to actually say in the workshop, what I want to teach, and what I want to deliver. And so I'm constantly hitting that function key, and I am saying things like, here's my thoughts of what I want to talk about in this workshop. And I just brain dump. And I'm like, I want to make sure they know about the foundation docs I want to use. I want to make sure they know about the Claude skills that I use. And I want to teach them how to create a Claude skill. I want to teach them the foundation of what they need for where they are in their business, not sell them a $10,000 offer of so much advanced automations that they're never going to use. So I'm just talking out loud. You have to do this step to create the best results from your AI tools. This refinement is everything. I think some of you are expecting so much of your AI tools to feed you. I do not do that. I feed my AI tools my vision, my context, my perspective on things, my expertise, my experiences, my stories. And then I say to AI, help me refine it, help me organize it, help me bring clarity to it for people who are in the beginning of this journey. I almost have chills thinking about it, because I'm so grateful that I have 6 years of experience doing this. If you're new and you're like, I don't know what to put in it yet, I don't know the frameworks. This is why it's so important to connect with the right guides who are going to help you learn this formula, this structure, building frameworks for the offers that you sell. This is what we do, obviously, at Launch with Lydia, but there's lots of resources out there for you. And you have to take ownership of this step. You cannot just rely on AI tools to give you the information. It just becomes generic. We don't want generic. We want your expertise, and we want AI to get that launched. All right. That's what we're shooting for here. All right. So Formula 4 is now the handoff. Like, what is the final finished product? And one of the things I love about Claude is that it makes me the most beautiful Google documents that I can save in one click in our Google Drive ecosystem at Launch with Lydia, that I can make a PDF download of, that I can share with my team, that I can edit for future use. You're going to see how beautiful they are. We make them for everything. We make them for our replay summaries, Q&A summaries, follow-ups from workshops like this. We make all of our freebies now this way. Like this freebie. Does everybody want to know how long it took me to make this? I literally said to Claude, I'm getting ready to deliver the live workshop. You already know everything I want to talk about in the workshop. I want to give a free guide in a Google Doc that outlines my formulas, that outlines their best next steps, that gives them everything they need to take action on what I'm teaching in this workshop. One prompt. This guide was developed in nanoseconds. And then I clicked a button and I was like, oh, it messed up something. One of the things that's famous in Claude is it doesn't start your lists, your bulleted numbered lists over at 1. So the original document came in and this said like 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it kept going 8, 9, 10, 11. The only prompt I had to give it was redo the guide and make sure every section starts over at number 1. That's all I said. You remade the guide, fixed the error. And then I came in and I just checked, are all the links right? Is everything I want to say in this document? It is so stinking amazing that I made this freebie for you all in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. We are no longer in an age where information is enough. If you think just giving people information is valuable, that was 3 years ago. Information is no longer valuable. In our AI world, anybody can get information for free anywhere. What is valuable is the deliverable of that information. What can you give to your students, your members, people watching you online that is going to help them implement the information? What you teach and how to implement it. This guide, I'm empowering all of you to take the information from this workshop and go do it. This is what people pay for. And I'm not even asking you to pay for it. I'm offering this free. Why? Because it brings you into my world and you trust me more, right? I mean, how many of you are like, holy cow, Lydia's going to give this to me for free. What in the world is she going to give me if I buy her $97 workshop? If I get into her membership, if I get into her Countdown to Launch with Kajabi program, if she's giving resources like this for free, imagine what resources she's giving in the paid things. This is what's valuable today. Implementation and transformation, and you being able to create what you do and what you teach into docs like this, into Claude skills, into other things, custom GPTs. That is what people pay for today. Okay. So this is it. Now, I do go over obviously some key things that made this process work for me. So if you are brand new, you have no tools, you've never launched anything, your Claude is not taught in your foundations, you don't even know what you want to sell or who your audience is, I'm going to be very honest. These prompts are not going to serve you because you're going to put prompts in and they will have no reference, no backstory, no perspective. And so it will improve over time. The more you're building, the more foundations you have, the more clarity you have on who you are, who you serve, and how you help. All of that is going to improve over time. And so you've got to have these things in order for this to truly work for you. But now you have the foundation. Now you have the steps. And so that is this free guide that I'm going to give you. So we are going to talk about Kajabi here in a minute, but I just want to touch on one more thing here in Claude. Claude does have a free plan, but I highly recommend a paid one. They have the $20 a month plan. If you're using the $20 a month plan, you may want to go ahead and switch to the Sonnet model. It uses less tokens. You won't run out of room as fast. I did upgrade to Claude Max, which is $100 a month. It has been worth every penny. I have never run out of tokens. I use Opus for almost everything. And so those are just the little nuances I just wanted to share as far as Claude goes. But again, get my AI workshop to learn how to utilize projects and skills and all of those things. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Kajabi. So having Claude is great. It's telling me all the things to build. It's telling me the copy that I need and all of that. But without the tool that allows me to create it, sell it, and deliver it, I'm going to be stuck. I'm going to have this obstacle and I'm not going to be able to move forward. And so when I was researching tools back in 2019, I knew I wanted an all-in-one platform because I had actually helped someone else build their digital business. And of course, Kajabi was newer back when she was building her business, so she didn't know about it. So we instead had 15 tools. We had WordPress and Lead Pages and Infusionsoft, it was called back then. And so all these tools, and we had to piece them together with duct tape. There was constant frustration. It was so costly to have all these tools. And I was like, when I ever launch my own business, we are going to get a platform that does it all. And I am so happy that I chose Kajabi for that tool. So if you go to the link I'm going to put here in the chat, or it'll be below this video, this page right here talks about some of the benefits of Kajabi, along with any current promotions. There is a huge promotion going on right now where you can get 50% off for your first full year. But even if that has expired, I will make sure whatever current promos are going on are on this page. So it's definitely the page to go to. But Kajabi is the foundation for everything for me, everything. And so here's the current pricing. Again, you scroll down on this page to see what pricing is valid for you at the time of this video. But it really is all about this. I don't have to think, oh my word, I have to go build this email sequence in this tool. And then I have to go over here and I have to connect them and I got to get them to talk to each other. Nope. One platform, one login, one monthly bill. That's it. It's all I need. It's everything I have. It's my blog. It's my communities, my membership. All right. And there is really a good reason to join Kajabi with a partner like myself. As a Kajabi partner, meaning that I share Kajabi with others, I do earn a commission when you choose to buy Kajabi through me, but I don't take that lightly. And what I mean by that is, as an affiliate marketer, I could literally just share my Kajabi link because I want to make money and not serve my Kajabi partners from that point forward. And I have never been that affiliate marketer. I am the affiliate marketer that's like, if you're going to trust me and invest in a tool that I'm sharing with you, I have your back. I am going to support you. You are going to get so many perks and bonuses because I want to thank you for trusting me and joining Kajabi through my link. So I would love for everybody that's on with me live, if you're one of my Kajabi partners, put partner in the chat because I just want to cheer for you and thank you. And I know that you have felt so supported over the years. Some of you have been with me literally for years. And so we share free trainings. We have a free program. In fact, all of those benefits are listed down here. We now have a free Kajabi Hub support community. You get free access as a partner. In there, you can literally ask any question about Kajabi and your business. We give you a homepage template, a checkout page template, and all of the tips of how to utilize AI when you're building, especially your first offer in Kajabi. It's all built inside the training program. So Countdown to Launch is definitely the place to be. All of these perks are free for those who join Kajabi with my link. Now, for those of you that are like, oh, I didn't know you when I got Kajabi, that happens and that's okay. I totally see you, but there is a link right here on Countdown to Launch that will take you to the actual program that has all of these perks inside. Again, my Kajabi partners get everything on here free. But if you did get Kajabi through someone else or through Kajabi directly, and you're like, I went into the hub, I want the templates that she's talked about, I want to learn AI alongside Lydia, we do have a paid option for this program. So you just go to launchwithlydia.com/countdown and you can enroll if you had Kajabi before you knew me. Okay, so I do want to make that available, but I just want to mention that this experience, having a tool and having a guide, I truly believe this, that it really is not just about getting a platform, it's about having a guide. And so I want to walk alongside you as you're building. I'll just show you behind the scenes of our Kajabi community. So we have a number of communities here at Launch with Lydia. This is the community for my Cohort Impact Accelerator. This is a signature program where we teach people how to launch and sell cohort style courses. This is my Ignite community, and this is our Kajabi Hub. And all of this is built inside Kajabi. I can come in here to the homepage and just see all of the activity that's happening across all of our platforms. This is what you can build as a Kajabi user. Now, many of you aren't going to have three. You probably are going to have one community to start, but how amazing is this? When my members come in, they can introduce themselves. We have a general chat. This has 100% replaced all of our Facebook groups. I used to run an admin for 5 different Facebook groups. We brought it all into Kajabi. So I absolutely love having my community in here. We answer everything in here just like a normal Facebook group. They can submit questions to me for feedback. Inside the Kajabi Hub, we have people celebrating. So this is Annette. She just joined Kajabi with me like a month ago. She's been going through my Countdown to Launch program. And look, she's created her first sales page, her first MVO, which is what we call minimum viable offer. It's like a paid workshop or a coaching session. I teach you how to do all this in Countdown to Launch. So she just made her first homepage with our free template, with all our Claude skill, all of the steps that we teach. How crazy is this? So I always say, if you want to go from idea to launch ready, you got to get into our programs. You got to get into Countdown to Launch, get Kajabi. We make it all absolutely doable for you. So Annie says, does Countdown to Launch cover how to create a course in Kajabi? It does. I do have one training that's all about how to create a course inside Kajabi. So how to create the outline, how to design the experience, how to create the structures with the emails, all of that. I love it. And this is so common. We have people we work with all the time that have had Kajabi for 7 years, 10 years, and they're like, I'm not seeing the results yet. And so it's not because Kajabi is not able to help you. It's just you don't have clarity or understanding yet of what and how to build in Kajabi to optimize that tool. And so the investment I make in that tool, which I do pay annually because it saves me 20% a year, when that payment hits, I know some people are like, oh my gosh, paying $2,000 or whatever it is for a tool, it just feels so expensive. I'm thinking in my mind, when I pay that $2,000 bill annually, and you can pay monthly. And of course, again, there's promos going on right now. But I'm saying when I pay that, I'm like, thank you, Lord, that I have a tool that costs me only $2,000 a year that makes me over 300K a year. That is the revenue that my business is producing at this time. And I don't say that to brag. I don't say that that was easy. I'm telling you that was a journey. Okay. But I want you to know that that $2,000 feels like a drop in the bucket compared to what I have been able to build. And many people have built way faster, way bigger things than I have. So I just want to put this in perspective that the tools you invest in matter. And when you spend it in the right way and you take time to optimize the tool, the world is your oyster. The sky is the limit. So this is why I encourage people to get into programs like my Countdown to Launch. Even if you're not a partner, buy it for $397. Get in it. By the way, if you join my Ignite membership, Countdown to Launch is included. So get into Ignite. That's another way to get into our world, get coaching, support as you build your business. All of the links of everything I'm talking about will be in the freebie that I'm sharing with you today. So look for that. Okay. Look at all the partners on here. I love it. Yay. Okay. See, and this is what I'm saying. So I just want you to know, if you do not have Kajabi yet and you're just getting started, who you get it from does matter. You want to join with someone. And we have many amazing partners. Many of you are wonderful friends of mine. I adore them, but we all offer different things. And I think getting the support you need, because we have literally helped 250 to 300 people have joined Kajabi through my link at this point. Some stay, some don't. So we have over 100 active partners. So why does not everyone stay? Because a lot of people give up on their idea. Why? Because they just, maybe it wasn't the right time or they didn't really understand the platform. I have worked so hard to build what you need so that doesn't happen. I want you to come in and I want you to go through my 4-week process. I want you to have an offer ready to sell and deliver within 4 weeks. That's what's doable inside Countdown to Launch. I love all the comments that are coming in here. Christine says, this is amazing. What video platform are you using for this session today? So I actually do use a tool called Ecamm. Ecamm is a tool that is only for Mac users. You really don't have to have Ecamm to do what I'm doing. You could 100% just use Zoom to deliver a workshop like this. But yes, the look that you're seeing is through a tool called Ecamm. And I'm going to put the link to Ecamm here in the chat because I do have a discount code. So if you go to lydiamartin.info/Ecamm and put in code Lydia15, you do get 15% off your first monthly or annual payment of Ecamm. The Windows equivalent of Ecamm is called StreamYard. So StreamYard is what you could check out if you like this kind of thing. One of the things I love about Ecamm is this is how I'm able to switch back and forth between different camera views, bring in images, share my screen. But I just want to just say, you don't need these tools to start. You really don't. Simple is important. Launched is important. Done is important. So I feel bad sometimes because people will go down an Ecamm trail and it will add 6 months to their launch. Please don't do that. Please just focus on the main tools you need. All right, who's ready for the freebie? I am going to put this into the chat for everyone that is here with me live. And I'm also going to say, for anyone watching the replay, the link to this free resource will be below this video. Can you share how much your membership is and what that includes? Absolutely, Perry. The membership is called Ignite. I'm going to share the page, launchwithydia.com/Ignite. Inside this membership is live Q&As and coaching sessions, implementation sessions, a complete tech library, templates, and my entire Ignite growth method. So we have 9 categories. Here's what they look like. And so each category focuses on a foundational piece of your business. building offers, generating leads, launching your offers. We even have one called Optimizer, which is how to organize your business structure. We also have one on scaling. So things like how to hire a team. We have an entire category on AI. So that's the innovator category over here on the right, how to use AI to work smarter, not harder. So all of these pieces are categories inside our membership where you get access to master classes, live Q&A replays, implementation sessions. We do have a monthly subscription. To be honest, no one buys it. No one joins monthly. They all join annually. It's just a way better deal. You save $500 when you join annually. You get full access to everything and templates. But the biggest piece is the community. So you get access to our community where you can ask questions anytime, but participating with me live on Zoom, I'm always sharing my screen, sharing my resources, any processes I do, I'm an open book and I share that with those in our Ignite membership. Yes. So inside this program, one of the bonuses is access to my Countdown to Launch program. And so let me share behind the scenes just so that it's super, super clear. So inside the community, depending on which groups you're in, you have access to training. So if you are in my Countdown to Launch program in and of itself, because you got Kajabi through me, you bought a template pack through me, or you bought it, this is the Training and Resources Hub. So you get to come in here and we walk you through how to get clarity on your offer, how to decide what your deliverables are, and then how to build it inside Kajabi, from branding to checkout pages to thank you pages. This is all getting delivered live right now. We're in week 3. And so there's more lessons coming here, but all of our tech training support, all of our tutorials, this training is included in Ignite. Included. Now, it's not included down here. It's included in your library. So what I mean by that is if you join Ignite, you have access to the Ignite community. And so this is the training and resources for Ignite. So you come into Ignite and you get access to a full dashboard of all of those categories I just talked about. You get access to my 24/7 clone. This is like Claude plus Lydia. You can literally go into Lydia AI and talk to me 24/7 to ask me anything. And it answers with AI, but it answers through my frameworks, through everything I teach in Ignite. You get my personal recommendations. It's amazing. So all of this is in Ignite. Well, because you're an Ignite member, if you click on your library, I go ahead and I just put our Countdown to Launch program in your library. So you can join Ignite and get access to the same training I just showed you through Ignite. For those who have to buy Countdown to Launch, this does make way more sense. Okay, because Countdown to Launch is $397 if you don't get it free as a partner, or you can just pay $997 a year and get it included in Ignite. Now, if you're a Kajabi partner, this piece is free automatically, but being a part of Ignite just gives you obviously so many additional perks and benefits. So that was a great question. Thank you so much, Anne. I know this says Michael, but it's actually Anne. So we do have an amazing time in Ignite. It's such a special community. And I love this. Dawn, see, I've trained her well. We teach people that Ignite is like a gym membership. You can literally come in and swim in the pool, work with the trainer, go to the help desk. Like, you get all this plethora of options and you get to take advantage of what you need when you need it. It's awesome. So thank you guys so much for being here. You have access now to the prompt guide. So now you can build your own launch plan. You need to have a tool that will allow you to create, sell, and deliver an amazing offer. And you need a guide that's going to help you along the journey. Those 3 things. That's what I recommend. So thank you again for joining me. Thanks for being a part of this. Reach out to us at support@launchwithlydia.com if you have any questions. It is an absolute pleasure to get to work with all of you. And I'll see you on the next training. Thanks, everybody.